Hello YouTube, we are back with another redstone tutorial, and in today's video we are looking at the fix for the Deluxe Pillar Door that I have made with Mesa. Now I did the fix with Mesa, so I mean like it's pretty good. Yeah, by the way, it's Mesa X8. That's the way that it's spelt, and the IGN. So yeah, let's just take a look at the updated version. Now the way that it works in 1.7 was like it didn't really work for 1.8, and it just like stuffed up whenever it tried to retract this last block. So as you can see, if I just turn it on, this is the old version, and as you can see in 1.8, it doesn't actually retract the last block here, and I don't really know why, but I mean it's just 1.8 and just new things to learn. But yeah, so the fix has actually made it a lot faster as well, so that's really cool. So let's just take a look. As you can see, the last block retraction there was a whole lot faster than the other one, than the old version. So as you can see, if we do it again, there you go. So so basically it's just a tiny fix that's really quite easy to do. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's a little covered up there, so it's not really that easy to see. But I'll show you how to fix the old version. Now I will link the old version in the video description below, but I'll also do a tutorial on a completely fresh new one, just so you guys know how to actually do it. So this was the old design, and it basically all it needed to do, or all it needed to be, was to be one tick slower. So like it needed to have one more tick on the delay right there. So that was just that was just a massive pain, and it was a little bit of an annoyance once I had found it out. But the fix was just so easy that I'm just like wow, because yeah. So Mesa Mesa found out the fix for it. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm just destroying the falling edge monosaber right here, and you have to place 2 redstone dots right here, then have a torch on this side right there, have a comparator right here, and have this repeater right here on 2 ticks instead of 4. Then have a hopper dropper falling edge monosaber, and you are done. But let's just put it in right now. And yeah, so it's basically just like that, and it should work now. As easy as it may seem, it's working right now. So that's really awesome, and that's how to apply the fix to the old one. But if you do want to know how to make the whole thing, then stick around and I will show you. So let's just do it right now. Real quick. But yeah, so what you want to start off with is a layout, and the layout is just going to be having a triple piston extender right there, then have a double piston extender, and then have a normal extender right there. That's pretty simple, and really quite easy to do layout. So then you want to have a block right there, have a block here, that's going to be temporary by the way, then have a block below it and a block above it, then take that out and then have torches just like that. So a torch there, then have another torch there, then have another one right there, then have a block above that torch right there, and then have a block to the side of it with a redstone dust on top. So just like that. And this is going to be budding this piston right now, which is good and bad. So if you do update the bud, then you can just turn it off and then turn it back on again once you have done this step that I'm just doing. So what you want to do is you want to have a torch on the side of the input block, which is going to be right here, actually. So that's going to be your input. This can accept a weak signal, so basically it can accept a signal from a redstone DOS powering it, so that's pretty cool, and also cheaper than a repeater, so that's really awesome. So then you want to have a sticky piston right there, have a redstone block in front of it. Now that's the only way this it will work, but except if you do want to have a sort of normal solid block right there, you can always have a repeater going into that, and then have like a lever on a block right next to it, so just like that, and it will basically have the same outcome. But for this tutorial and for compactness, for the sake of compactness really, I'm just going to be using a redstone block, and redstone isn't that hard to find anyway, so that's pretty cool. But then you want to have a repeater on 3 ticks going into a block that will then be bud powering this sticky piston with a redstone block, and it's basically just going to look like that. So if you do want to sort of pause it and then take a look, you can. But yeah, so then you want to have your new and improved falling edge monostable here. Then with a 2 DOS right there, then have a torch right there, and then have a hopper dropper falling edge monostable right here, and then have a comparator taking the signal out of it, and have any old item in the dropper. So just have, I'm just putting iron in there because iron's such an easy resource to get once you have an iron farm. But yeah, then you want to have your repeater on 2 ticks there, and have a block up there, and with a redstone DOS on top of it. Then in front of the redstone DOS you want to have a block, and then have a block diagonal to it. So just like this, with a repeater on 1 tick going into another block, and then have another block right here with a repeater on 2 ticks, and have a DOS on top of this block right here with a block right there, and then on top of this block right here you want to have your redstone comparator right there. And we are nearly done. All you got to do is you want to have a torch right there, have a block above that, and also I've forgotten something, hold on. You want to get a half slab right here with a repeater on 1 tick, and then have a block right there. Then for the falling edge monostable right here, you want to have a hopper dropper sort of thing right here with another hopper right there. Then have any item you like inside of that, doesn't matter, whatever. Doesn't matter at all, you can just have whatever. And that is it. All we got to do now is decorate it. So I'll basically, it's really quite easy. So you can just have your blocks here, so it's that much more seamless. Then have a stair right there, then have a stair right there, and then have another one, and then have another one right there. Then do the same sort of thing on the other side, so just like this, and have a stair facing like that on that side. Then have another couple blocks on that side, so it just looks that much better. Then have a stair right there, and another one right there. Then have another one there, and another one there. And that is your stairs done. All you got to do now is grab a pillar block, or a pillared quartz block, and then you can basically just continue your pillar right here, and to however high you want it. So that's basically it. And let's just test it out with it covered up and stuff, and as you can see it's looking very nice. And then if we retract it, there you go. So that is it. That is the new and improved Deluxe Pillar Door by Misa and I. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. rate, comment, and subscribe. And peace.